Hi everybody, Steve Sandy here for Apple World Today, and chances are really good that you just finished watching the live stream from Apple Park, the introduction of the new iPhones and some other products that we're all pretty excited about. I'm actually filming this the day before the event, and it's because I want this to be available the minute you've heard about those new phones. Now, we're not at this point really sure what the new phones are going to be called. So if you hear me talk about the iPhone X or iPhone 10, I'm not sure how it's going to be pronounced, think of it as the high-end OLED screen iPhone, the expensive iPhone. The iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus, at some point or another, we had heard they were going to be called the 7 and 7 or 7S and 7S Plus. Well, I'm going to call them the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus. Hopefully we got these all correct. Anyway, what I'm going to be doing today is showing you a pile of cases that we've received from two manufacturers, and you're going to be among the first to actually see these things. We'll basically show them off here, talk about the pricing, and you get to go from there. So here we go. Okay, the first cases we're going to be looking at from Case Mate are basically very one of a kind, and I mean it exactly that way. These actually use pressed flowers underneath a clear polyurethane finish, so no two of these are alike. You can tell that the one in this hand over here is actually for the iPhone X or iPhone 10, whatever it's going to be called. And these cases, being so unique, go for $59.99. Very, very unique. Totally different from anything you've probably ever seen. Once again, that's called the Karat Pearl. They also have what they call the Karat Pearl. This is also a very unique looking case in that it uses a mother of pearl underneath, once again, clear polyurethane, and creates a very interesting shimmering effect. Very beautiful, $49.99 for that particular case. The Karat Rosegold, and I'm holding one here for the wonderful iPhone X or iPhone 10, also goes for $49.99, and looks pretty cool. It looks like it's actually providing quite a bit of protection as well as looking really darn good. Now there's also one case that I thought was kind of interesting. Have you ever seen those car paint jobs with the iridescent finish to them that kind of looks like a different color from just about any angle? Well, Case Mate has made a case called the Iridescent. And this is it. I can't really get it to change colors too much in this lighting. This is for the new iPhone, and the Iridescent goes for $34.99. Once again, very unique when it comes to iPhone cases. Moving along, we get this one that's, I think your girlfriend is going to love it, or your wife. Now, that probably sounded a little sexist, but it is quite, I don't know what you want to call it, brilliant, and that's the name of this. It's actually called the Brilliant Brooch. It looks like a nice brooch that somebody would wear. This is for the new iPhone and for the other iPhones as well. They make a model. Probably the most expensive case out there, and this one's running $79.99. Moving right along, we have a huge series here, all sorts of different shades. But if you know somebody who just really, really, really loves their glitter, they're going to love these cases. These are called Waterfall, and if you take a look in there, it probably looks like a bit of a mess right now, but if you turn this thing over, you can see that you've got all sorts of glitter that's kind of moving around inside the case. Now the glitter comes in different colors. This is a kind of a silver grayish color. We've got kind of a clear mother of pearl type here, which is really kind of interesting. We also have one that's I don't know if you want to call it pink or rose gold, but it's got that material in it. So all sorts of different shades, and as you shake it, you kind of shake up the material that's in the case. The waterfalls are actually really reasonably priced, $39.99. Okay, guys, now I know you're not going to be too interested in this unless you want to make points with your wife or girlfriend. But the next couple of cases are kind of pointed towards females in the audience. First one is actually called the compact mirror case. Now, I'm sure I could use this and look at my beautiful face in this mirror all day, or you can maybe use it to, if you get lost, you can flash at airplanes flying overhead. But I think it's kind of made for those who are going to be putting on makeup. Maybe actors could use it as well. Compact mirror case goes for $59.99. I'm trying to put it back in its box here. And this also would be something that your wife or girlfriend could carry on a date when you guys are out clubbing. It's called the Folio Wristlet. It actually holds a phone in there and some credit cards and some other goodies. And the one warning I did see on here is it says, may not support wireless charging. So if you were thinking about using wireless charging, well, you may or may not be able to use your charger with this. We don't have a price for this. Oddly enough, the price list they sent me doesn't show it, but I believe it would probably be about the same price as the compact mirror case, which would be $59.99. And for any other case, if your significant other has another case that they like, but they'd like to be able to carry an ID and maybe some credit cards in a little pocket, Case Mate also makes these things called pockets. Brilliant name. The pockets run for $14.99, and basically what they do is stick onto any other case. And for some strange reason, my facial color changed when I put this up there, so that's odd. What can I say? I should be using that compact mirror case. Now, I just opened the third box of goodies from Case Mate, and I was hoping there were going to be some of the more masculine type cases in there. Unfortunately, they didn't send samples of those, but I'll describe them anyway. There's one called the Tough Clear, which is a very clear case, not unsurprisingly, which is great if you really want to show off your new iPhone. That sells for $39.99. There's also one called the Tough ID. That's a problem when you use a font and ID looks like the word or the letter M. But anyway, the Tough ID case, which it's a leather case and it has some pockets on the back for ID cards and credit cards. And then there's also a wallet folio. It's a folio type. Basically has a cover. You open it up. And really kind of cool because they have a clear plastic window, so to speak, so you can show your ID without having to take it out. And it'll hold, it looks like 3 or 4 other cards. That goes for $59.99. The Tough ID, $39.99. And that's it from Case Mate. Now we're going to go off to another case manufacturer. Now our next batch of cases, and fortunately there are only 4 of them, are from a company that we've had quite a bit of luck with, and that's X-Doria. They are here, and we're starting with the Defense Clear. Once again, you can tell that's for the iPhone X or iPhone X, which strangely enough the box says iPhone 8. But this particular one, not sure of the price. It didn't send pricing with this, but I anticipate if it's anything like the version that's made for the iPhone 7, it should be about $24.99. Next up in that line, the defense cases, is the Defense Shield. And I kind of like this one. It's got this red rim around it. It's actually pretty cool. The iPhone 7 version of this is $29.99. Comes in like red, black, rose gold and an iridescent finish as well. So that's the Defense Shield. The Defense Luxe comes in a bunch of different colors and actually a bunch of different prices as well. And what you can see here is, well, maybe you can't see that all that well, but it almost looks like a metal mesh. It's actually not. It's, I believe, some sort of polyurethane. But these run for the iPhone 7, they currently run $34.99. And I can imagine the pricing will be about the same for the iPhone X. Last but not least, excuse me, we have one that, strangely enough, isn't listed on either one of the websites, and it's called the Dash. The Dash is, well, kind of half clear and half black, so you can see the top of the back of the iPhone and see the logo and everything, and the bottom is dark, so you can't see the copyright information that's usually on the bottom of your, and licensing info. It's on the bottom of your iPhone X or 10. I'd guess maybe $34.99 for this one, but you'll have to check the X-Doria site. That's at xdorialife.com, XDORIA life.com, for exact pricing information on this model. And that's it for our case roundup for today. I'm sure we're going to get additional cases by the truckload for other manufacturers, all coming out with their new product for iPhone 10 or X and iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. So as those come along, we'll try to make sure that we get the videos put together as quickly as possible. For Apple World Today, I'm Steve Sandy. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll get to see a lot more exciting videos than this one. See you later, folks. Visit Apple World Today on the web at appleworld.today, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel.